If you don't even know your key performance indicators, then you're never going to realize your dream. And then if you don't know your dreams, there's nothing to realize. And I'm sitting here with my partner, Andy Kueny. We're both owners in our coaching arm, Elite Real Estate Systems. The only way to have growth attached to failure is to recognize why you failed, perfect the process that took place that caused you to fail, celebrate the fail and move forward, and recognize that you're going to fail again. And the people that achieve at the highest level are the people that are willing to fail the most and fail the fastest and pick themselves back up and keep running. And all that sounds like motivational speak, but it's the truth. And it's the formula we've seen time and time again as we built our company over the last 15 years. And we looked at other businesses that had grown in and outside of the residential real estate world. The ones that choose to grow are the ones that choose to fail forward. And it's just a choice and it's an attitude. If you watch the patterns for success, it all applies to every business. It's not just for residential real estate. And so we recognized that for us to continue to grow, we needed to bake in a coaching organization inside of our company. And we started to discover that true leaders served their followers by giving them the ability to be just like them. To give them that ability, we had to train them on all the things we had become accustomed to doing, all the things that we were really good at. And we did that through agent training. We also hired Andy as a success manager, and it was Andy's role for 10 years to hold agents accountable. And in that one-on-one, he would spend 20 minutes with each agent, and he would talk about their key performance indicators or KPIs. What was the activity that they had to do every week that they'd come report to him that was going to get them the results that they were wanting? And in the residential real estate world, what's the result? Selling houses. And when we sell houses, what do we get? Money. But the question is, what are we doing with the money? And so what we started to determine is we had to help the agents first have a vision of what they wanted out of their life. And it's very important they have the vision, because then you can answer the question, why? Why am I taking this call late at night? Why am I dealing with this pain in the ass seller? Taking all this time and energy and putting in the work. And so what we have done for the last 15 years that I think has been our special sauce is we help people define their why. We help people define how much revenue they need to generate to realize their why. And then we help people define the exact activity that they would have to do every week to be able to realize their sale goal, which is going to generate revenue, so they can realize their why. Then we held them accountable to that every week in a one-on-one sit down. Then we trained them on the very things they knew they had to do to help them become better versions of themselves so that they could make more money in less time with less energy. Then we provided them with the culture, the systems, and the processes to help them do it faster. And that's been our formula over the last 15 years. And so, like you had mentioned in the introduction, we went from 70 sales a year to over 700. In 6 years, we were the fastest growing real estate team in history. I still don't know of a team that grew faster.
If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell icon.
I do want to say one thing when we talked about like the national average being 150 calls to get a deal done and all those different KPIs. The best part about it is those are averages for every agent across the country. Once you start tracking these numbers and you find out what Cindy's good at versus what Sarah's good at versus what Logan's good at, you can start to get really specific, right, on what you need to do and how good you are at listings, at open houses, at cold calling, at working internet leads. And you can start to tailor your activities to be hyper specific so that you can, again, start doubling down on your ROT, which is your return on time, right? And you can start making sure that everything you do is at a bare minimum worth what you were worth dollar per hour.
It was never a requirement inside of our world to sell a certain amount of houses. What mattered to us was more how they showed up every day. Were they doing the activities necessary to live their best life? Because if you're not doing your key performance indicators on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, you're never going to realize your why. If you don't even know your key performance indicators, then you're never going to realize your dream. And then if you don't know your dreams, there's nothing to realize. So it's all a giant algorithm. And as we worked as leadership to help people define the why and then know the revenue they needed to get to the why, and then know the activity to generate the revenue to get to the why, it all sounds like a lot of work. And the truth is, it is a lot of work. It's work. Being in the business is making calls, going on appointments, putting deals together, having deals bomb, having admin make a mistake, having title make a mistake, having clients back out. It's a grind.